everyone, this is Sarah from Japan, and this is Megumi! Yes, and today, so many people have asked, how do you make rice? How do you make Japanese food? How do Japanese people live? Things like that. And so, we're just doing a little video here and there, talking about Japanese life in general. Okay, and today we're going to teach people how to wash rice, okay? Because if you want really good rice, you got to know how to wash it properly. Many people either don't wash their rice and they just add water, or they only wash it like once or twice, and then the rice is kind of yellowish and it doesn't taste as good. And so these are just some simple tips on how to wash your rice. Later on, we'll show how to cook it as well. Okay, but this video is on how to wash rice. Okay, so we've got 2 cups of rice, and they measure things different. It's a metric system over here. It's different from the system in the States, so it's not in cups, it's in milliliters and liters and things like that. Okay, so this is approximately 200 millimeters, and I've made, this is one serving, I guess, kind of one serving actually is enough for 2 people. And so we're making 2 servings today, because my grandfather is out and I don't eat rice very often, and the children only eat a little bit. So we're only making 4 servings of rice. Well, for 4 people, so it's actually 2 servings for 4 people, because we don't really eat that much rice. The average Japanese family, though, eats rice, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is their staple food. Okay, so let's take a look at our rice. Okay, we've got this in our rice cooker pot. We're not going to use the rice cooker pot, and there's a reason for that. Okay, so this is a rice cooker. Okay, this is a rice cooker, and we put your rice cooking pot in there. After you've washed your rice, you put it in here, and you turn on this little red button here, and it takes about 45 minutes to steam the rice, and it's done. So I mean, it's easy, and it's doesn't take a lot of time, but, well, still, it's actually, though, the way I'm going to teach you how to cook the rice today later on is actually quicker. It's the old-fashioned way, but it's actually quicker, and it doesn't cost as much as far as electricity goes. Okay? So, we'll be cooking later on the stove top with gas, okay, with this ceramic rice cooking pot. Okay, this is especially for that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to wash the rice now. Okay, so you've got your 2 cups of rice here for approximately 4 to 5 people. 1 bowl of rice. This is about 1 bowl of rice. Okay, these are rice bowls that we use. Okay, we use these for rice bowls. So that's about 1 person's, 1 serving of rice. Okay, so anyway, this is how, I'm just going to use this pot, though, because it's easier to wash in. You need, first of all, a good deep pot, and the reason is that when you wash it, when you put water and stuff in here, it tends to, if it's shallow, then the rice tends to come out with the water, and you don't want that. So use a nice deep pot to wash your rice with. Okay, now I'm going to try to get my camera down here where you can see it. This is gonna be fun. Alright, so you've got your rice. You get a colander, okay? And what you want to do is you want to put a little bit of water, just a little bit. This is good. This is all you need. And you take your hand and you go in a circular motion. And you go clockwise first. And then you go counterclockwise. And you do this for about 20 seconds. Okay, with a little more water is good. Okay? And you see how the rice kind of rises up to the sides? This is why you want a deep bowl. Okay? So you wash for about 20 seconds. The first time you do it, you need, you might want to do it a little bit longer because it's the first time. And what's going to happen is when you've washed it, you'll get this white milky kind of liquid. I don't know if you can see it. It comes out when you wash the rice. Okay, I'll just show you a little bit more so you can see. Because it's kind of hard to see, but there's some white liquidy. It looks like milk kind of in there. that's what you're trying to get off your rice. It's the debris from after they've shucked it. You take your rice, your wild rice, to a place where they peel all the brown stuff off of it. It's a machine that does that for you, but you get dust and stuff when you do that. And so what we're doing is we're just washing off kind of the excess dust and debris. And this is what makes the rice really super white and delicious, okay? So we're washing the rice here, okay? And now you want to rinse, okay? And when you rinse, you just go like this, and you want to go like this sometimes with the rice, but you don't want to really just rub it, otherwise you'll make it crumble, okay? So you just want to do that a little bit and just kind of rinse in a circular motion. Then you take your colander, and you pour the rice into the colander. Okay. You rinse it off a little bit, and then you put it back in the pot. Repeat the process. And since I put 2 cups in here, so I want to wash it maybe 5 times. I want to repeat this process 5 times. Okay, so that's 2. Okay, you don't have to fill the whole bowl up with water for it to be ready. This is enough. And then you just pour that into the colander again. Wash out all the white debris. See how it climbs to the sides really easily? So that's why you want your deep bowl again, okay? As I've mentioned earlier. Okay, this is the 3rd time you wash it. You want to make sure you rinse it. You want to wash it thoroughly, okay? Two. I forget.
That's 4.
It's not 4.
I think it's 5.
It's not 5 either.
3?
Okay. Go finish your homework. So I think this is the 3rd time here. Okay, so this is 3. So 4 or 5 times is good, so, you know. You want to wash your rice more if it's the end of the summer, because they harvest the new rice once a year, okay, in the fall. In September, mid-September to October, they harvest the rice and you get new rice. Okay, so it's older in the summer. That means you got to wash it better then. Okay, that's 3. Okay, 4. Okay. And see how it's getting whiter? It's now starting to get a little bit whiter. Okay, 5. Now you don't have to do this every single time when you wash, but it's good to get off. This is the last time here that I'm doing this. It's good to get off any excess dust that might be on there. you rinse it really good here in the colander. Okay. Put it back in the bowl. Normally I would make it here. This has, you know, numbers on here. You want to put, I put 2 cups, so you want to put water up to the 2. But if you don't know how much rice there is, like, you know, for instance, the measurements are different in the States. So, you know, 2 cups is very different from 2 cups over here. That's like 4 cups over here. So I think maybe 1 cup is like a half cup or 3/4 of a cup over there. All right, but if you don't know, what you do, I'm just going to put it up to 2 here. But you can measure it by putting your hand in the water. You flatten out the rice and you put your hand in the water, and if it covers your second knuckle to here, you have enough water. Okay, that's how you know you have enough water. If it covers your this part of your hand, that's too much water. Okay, but if it covers up to your second knuckles, just a little bit above your second knuckles, that's perfect. That's how you measure if you have enough water. And I'm going to put just a tad bit more in here because it is almost fall now, and this is older rice. Okay, now, so that's the proper amount of water. Now I'm going to transfer that into this here. Okay, and I'm going to get the laptop here so you can see. See, you're going to transfer it to there. I'm just going to rinse it out real quick. See, I'm washing it earlier. Okay, and you put the whole thing in here. Okay. Okay. Get all the rice out here. Okay, and then that's ready to go. Okay, and you put the lid on here, like so. Okay, and then we're gonna come over to the range. There's ramen there. Okay, and you want to put this on the smallest burner, and you turn it on high. You turn the heat on high. Okay, first. Okay. Sorry. All right, you turn it on. You turn it on the high first, okay? And when it comes to a boil, then you turn it down to low, okay? All the way down to low, and you let it simmer for about 10 minutes, okay? And so it takes about 5 to 7 minutes for this to boil. If you have more rice, it might take 10 minutes. But once it boils, once it comes to a boil, you just turn it down to low and you let it simmer for 10 minutes. Or until the water is gone, okay? So, okay. Alright, so you can see the water inside. Okay, and when all the water is gone, when it's just barely gone, I mean, you don't want it like dried out. You want it still moist, but you don't want any more like it is now, okay? When all the water is basically gone, then you turn the heat off, okay? And you just stir with a rice spoon. Okay, this is a rice spoon. And you just stir it and you're done, okay? And it takes like less than 20 minutes compared to, and less gas, and less electricity, less time, less gas, less electricity than cooking in the cooker here. So that's how we here cook our rice, okay? So until next time, we hope you can join us again for more Cooking with the Shimazakis. Bye. Bye. What? Do what? My daughter wants to play around with the stuff. Funny kid.